Okay, this is the definition that I suggested you work with. So if you go back to this definition when we did this, we didn't know how big it was. We were just screwing around with heights, right? So when you looked at this from above, all the circles were the same size, right? And they were placed at the intersecting points of the grid. So if you look what we got here, we've got a square grid, right? And the number slider that's feeding into the size is 10, which means that if I'm working in inches, the space from the center of there to the center of there is 10 inches. Okay? That makes sense? All right. Now, how many do we have? In the x direction, there is 10. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 inches. So the field that we're looking at right here is 100 by 100 at 10-foot centers. Now, is that what you want for your panels? It might be, but I don't think so. I don't know. So that's what I suggested. Instead of going in 10-inch increments, why don't you go in 1-inch increments, right? And make it to where the x direction is 69 or 72, either one, and make it to where the y direction is 120 or 117. The reason I'm saying 117 and 69 is I'm taking away 1.5 and 1.5, so it fits inside the panel. So if you do that, now what you'll find is that if you keep the rest of this intact, right, what you'll find is that all the circles are overlapping, right, because the circles are 10 inches and bigger, right? They're huge. So this is how I took mine. I deleted, let me bring this back. I don't need unit Z, right? I'm not extruding anything. Do I need extrude? I don't. I got rid of that. I got rid of that. Threw them away. So what I've got left is my square grid. I flattened the tree, which I could have done by right-clicking. Okay? And that's feeding into the position of each circle. The radius right now is feeding from here, but that's not what I want. I want the radius to come out of here. Okay? So if I get rid of this and I look, here's my circle, and I don't need this division part anymore. That's not doing anything. So here's my circle, right? The plane is still coming out of the tree, and the radius is coming out of random. Now, what you have to do after that is to determine what is an appropriate diameter for the circles at 1-inch spacing. Then you might try it at, say, 3-inch spacing and see which circles work for that. Okay? So try that.